What's up, Godzilla fans? Godzilla54 here, and today's video is actually going to be my review of The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 6. Now, I forget what it's actually called. I'm sorry for not remembering. I forget what it's called, but this episode actually was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it better than the last episode. And, basically, I'm just going to explain it to you guys. I'll give you the major points. So, yeah. Basically, we see Abraham and Sasha, and they're still riding down the road, but then apparently they get jumped by these guys with machine guns, and it's actually kind of cool, but I was kind of like zoning out for a minute, so I was like, wait, what happened? So I had to skip it back, and yeah, and then they get separated. Daryl and them get separated. Daryl crashes his bike somewhere, and then he tries to get it fixed and stuff like that, but his hand is bleeding. And then he also comes across these two girls, and they're like, we something we earned what we stole or something like that. And then he gets knocked out, and I think it goes, and then it flashes, or it shows him basically waking up. And now these characters apparently are, there's a lot of speculation. I was not aware of this because I don't actually read the comics. I mean, like, I've read two trades, I think. I'm not really big into those comics though, but apparently they're like Dwight or something like that. And yeah, there's three of them though. There's one teenager, I guess. There's I don't know how old she is. I mean, she looks pretty young, but I would say like 21 or something like that. And then there's Dwight, I think it is. Uh, and yeah, so then Sasha and Abraham, they basically try to look for Daryl, but all they do, like, Sasha actually says something pretty cool, which I thought of, and it's like, it's kind of true, you know? She says the best way to find a tracker is to let the tracker find you, so they stay put in this one place, and basically, Abraham is going crazy, like, lately. He's going, like, really crazy, and that's why, partially, he went with Sasha, because she was also going crazy at one time. So, yeah, but basically, he finds this army area thing, which it kind of looked like something out of the Fear the Walking Dead, like when they took the military base camps or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, so he finds this RPG, and there's this walker hanging up on a fence. I don't know how it would get there. Like, there's a bridge right here, and then there's a fence hanging over the end of it right here, and the walker's like, it's really weird to do it with the camera thing, but basically, okay, right here, fence is hanging over here, and like there's a pole sticking out here, and the walker's on the pole. It's really hard to explain. You guys have seen the episode though, presumably, so you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know how the heck he would get there though. Like, I don't know, but I have to admit it was really, really well done. Like, it looked practical, but I don't know how it would be. Like, I'm just thinking, like, I don't know. I think they probably CGI'd most of the stuff, but had practical stuff on it. But and the guy has the RPG strapped to him, and he's trying to get it and stuff like that. But he's like, he freaks out and he yells and stuff like that. But eventually, there's this cool part like where he starts actually ripping apart, and he like splits and like into two, I guess, or something like that. And he falls, but the RPG is there, so he gets that. And yeah, and for the Daryl thing, basically they take him hostage, they make him walk and stuff like that, and he separates though because the little girl or whatever, she falls and collapses or something like that, the teenager, and he takes the stuff and he goes back and he gets out his crossbow, but then he sees there's like penicillin, I think it was, so the good inside of him, he goes back, gives it to them, and then later on they walk, and apparently the teenager girl like knew these two people, and it was really weird because like they were dead, they were walkers, but it looks like they were encased in something. It was glass, and she went and she put flowers and stuff like that down, but then they broke out and they ate her, so it was like, what's the point of going back, and the penicillin. But then what happens is that, so then they're digging the grave, and Daryl asks how many people or walkers have you killed. He said over dozens, and then he asks how many people. He says none, and he says why, because there's no turning back. So eventually they make their way down near the bike, and Daryl's about to get on it and stuff like that, but then they hold up the gun to him, and then they take all his stuff, and the girl says, I'm sorry, and then he says, yeah, you're gonna be. And that was pretty cool. Then he finds this truck, and he meets back up with Sasha and Abraham, and yeah, that's basically the end of the episode, except except when he gets on the radio, and like I'm like, why does nobody answer the radio? But he gets on the radio and calls Rick, and he's like, Rick, and Rick doesn't come in at first, but then he does, and he says, help. Yeah. So a lot of stuff is gonna be going down. What did I think of this episode? I thought it was better than last episode. Last episode was slower. It had a cool vibe to it, though, like I said before, but it was definitely slower. I liked it, though. Also, though, I'm glad we finally get to see Daryl doing something, because we we never actually really saw Daryl do anything. Also, there was one thing I forgot to mention. It's a big thing too. The three people, escape from this weird like redneck, and I don't mean that to offend anybody, but like this more southern type of group or whatever. And it's really cool though because Daryl leads one of them to like into a walker to get bitten. He gets bit, and then he calls the other guy, and he's like, "Come over here, I'm bit, I'm bit." And he says, "Just do it," and they wrap it up, and immediately he just chops it off. I'm like, holy crap, where have these people been? I was like, that's cool. He's just willing to do it like that. But yeah, guys. But like I said, I really like this episode. It was a lot more fast paced. We got to see a lot of stuff develop with Abraham and Sasha, possibly a relationship. I don't know what Rosita's gonna think there though. I hope he doesn't screw up that. But I've definitely liked Sasha a lot more too. I hated her last season. She was like all melodramatic, but now she's more of a strong character. But yeah, guys, that's basically the video though, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching though. Please rate, comment, subscribe, give big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, guys, tell me what you think. Did you guys like this episode? Did you like it better than the last episode? I did, like I said, but it's up to debate. And prediction again, same prediction. Yeah, Glenn is going to appear to be alive in episode 8. 8, yeah. Right, this is only episode 6, so we got one more, and then after that, presumably, like, the last scene is going to show that he's alive. That's my prediction because it is the mid-season finale, and that would be a perfect thing for the finale. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching again, and Godzilla 54 out.